Okay, this is going to be my entry to Sterling Davis's 2016 Pallet Upcycle Challenge. I'm going to go ahead and start breaking down the pallet. Normally I wouldn't cut the nails away so I could get as much board as I needed, but I'm not going to need the nails in this project, so here goes. So my original stack turned out to be almost all pine from that pallet. I got it right here. So I didn't really want to use pine for this project. So I cut up another pallet the same way. You can see some missing pieces there. And those pieces are now here. So I'm going to clean those up and we'll see what I can get from those. I don't have a joiner, so I'm going to use my electric planer to get one flat edge on the boards before I take them over the table saw. Here goes. You know, somebody told me to put hearing protection in before. I just didn't hear them. It's okay, I'm a dad, so it's finally acceptable for me to use dad jokes. So I'm going to use this piece for the top of the box. I'm going to go ahead and trim it up since I have my equipment out right now. So I decided to go with the miter gauge and a stop block, just because I have so many dominoes to cut. So. So I'm going to use the miter box. As you can see, I need to figure out a safer way to use the other one. It's probably the quality of the saw and the fact that was the first time I did use the miter gauge on it. So I'm going to switch it up a bit. I'll keep the extra pieces to practice on. Alright, now it's time to start sanding them up and let's see what they start to look like. Alright, I'll spare you the rest and I'll come back when I'm done. Alright, so I got my box of sanded up dominoes. I got a couple over here. What I've done here is I made a board and I threw one of these dominoes in here, jotted out where I wanted the dots in the line to go right there in the middle, and I just transposed the lines across onto these boards, and that way when I put a blank domino in, then I can just mark a line all the way across here. Then depending on which number I'm going, so this one I need a double 1. So what I'm gonna do is line this one up right here in the middle. And draw my dot there, middle, about there. Doesn't have to be perfect, in my case anyways. And draw another dot right here in the middle. Then that way when I go to burn the dots in, I'll know where to put it, and when I go to cut the middle line, I have a line there for myself to follow. Alright, when I'm done with this, I'll bring some video back in. Alright, so what I got here is I use the same board, and what I'm doing here is clamping it down. And what I want to do, I'm going to come around here. What I want to do is just follow this line with the Dremel.
Be careful, buddy. I'm sitting in the chair now.
Alright, and that'll be the line. Next step is the dots. I'll get to that in a minute.
Should have had Jacob.
Alright, so what I got here is my wood burning kit. And right here. What I'm going to do first is, it's heating up right now. What I'm going to do first is go ahead and burn the line here in the middle. And then I'll let it cool down to change the tips out. And what I'm going to do with the number dots is I have 3 sets, or 3 different circle patterns here. And I will just alternate the patterns with the dots, and that's how I'm going to burn the numbers in. Alright. Alright, let's start here with the lines. This is why I use the Dremel to make this line in the first place. It's much easier to get that line straight in there when burning. Alright. Alright. Let's get the next one in. We'll just finish all the lines first, and then we'll get to the dots. So I'll do another one of these, and then I'll finish the rest of them off camera. Alright, this is what I was talking about with the tips. Let's get it started. There's one. We'll go 2, 3. Okay. One, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. I'll just do all this style first. Then let it cool down, go to the next style, let it cool down, go to the next style, and then I'll be done. Make sure we get it in there really good so when I sand, the dot stays. Three. This is how the dominoes turned out with the different patterns. Next thing I'm doing now is taping up the sides so that I can paint the back. Alright, so I'm in the process of painting the back green. I forgot to start the video up. But here we go. Just got them all set out here. Alright, I got my pieces for the box here. I'm going to use this for the top and the bottom. These pieces. I'm going to use this for the short sides. And I'm going to use these two for the long sides. I've got some measurements jotted down. Hopefully it'll give me the right box size. We'll see what happens. Alright, I'll come back to you when I'm starting to cut it down. this is the start of my lines for my box joints. Now I'm just gonna transpose those lines all around the wood and start cutting. Alright, I'm out here in the front. I'm gonna continue working on these, get them together. Alright, now I'm going to start the glue up. I'm going to do the sides of the box first, and then I'm going to do the bottom after. Alright, now we'll let that dry, and then we'll go ahead and get the bottom on there. Alright, so here I have my finished box, the dominoes in it. I was planning on making some wooden hinges for the top, but they didn't turn out so well, and I'm kind of running low on time, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to resize this top to where it's going to sit down in here, and I'll just put a hole for the finger to take the top out. Then I'll finish it. Alright, so here's the finished product, and now I'm going to set the dominoes out, give them a couple more sprays, spray the box down with my spray polyurethane. Alright, here's the finished product. Take you around. Would have done a few things differently, but I'm happy with how it turned out anyways. Let's see. Some dominoes. Yeah, not bad. Hope you enjoyed watching. Try not to be too hard on me. Alright, thanks.